Welcome, everyone. I am so glad that the group has gone beyond my expectations, and I want to see everyone win. Like, I just want to see everybody happy within themselves, inside and out. And this has been a long journey for me, y'all. God has just brought me from just looking at my body in the mirror, going to the bathroom and just not happy with how I look, and seeing myself the way my husband sees me, seeing myself the way God sees me. To have a partner that sees all the good is just like, it's so hard to even want to do right, because my husband is just like, you look fine. And so, but I want it better for me. I love snacking. I love fried chicken. Okay, I love eating, and I'm a carbs type girl. I love carbs, and so on Thanksgiving I would have all the carbs and hardly no protein. That was me. And I hated exercising. So you're talking to someone who had 3 C-section, who had a stomach that just thought there was no hope, and decided to make a lifestyle change. And so I was comfortable with who I am at 155. I loved myself at 190, but I didn't love who I was becoming. And I felt like if I didn't take a hold of it now, imagine 2 more years or another year, it could have grown to where it would have been out of control. So I wrote down some notes because it's so much information, and I want to make sure that you all can grasp everything, and it just can bless you. And so one of the things that helped me get up every day and focus on my journey and my lifestyle change was my why. I always had to remember why I was doing what I was doing, because it would be some days especially if it was raining, I would just want to stay in my bed, and I'm like, I just don't feel like exercising today. I just don't feel, and I don't feel like going to the grocery store, meal prepping. Like, always had to remember my why. Why are you doing what you're doing, Ranjera? And you're doing this because you want to love yourself, but not only that, you want to be healthy for you and your kids. You want to live a healthy lifestyle. You want to live a long life. And so you want to feel good about yourself. I wanted to get back to that happy place. And so I had to remember my why, and my why is what kept me going. I'm telling you, write down your why right now. Write down your why. It will help you to keep going, y'all. I promise you. Who inspires you? I followed a girl on Instagram, and it's Simply Jackson. And so she was my who, like, she was my inspiration. And so I had a picture of her on my phone. And when I would feel like I didn't want to do my workouts or go walking or eat right, because her journey is so similar to mine, she struggled too as well. And so I would look back at her pictures, and it would help me. It would help me to stay focused. What are your goals? I had to set goals for myself. I had to set realistic goals for myself. So give yourself realistic goals. So let's get into our first steps that I did. So number one was I stopped eating past 7. So I incorporated intermediate fasting. And what that did was that helped me to stop snacking. It helped me to stop overeating. It helped me to portion control. Not only that, it helped me to not feel as bloated. What I would do is I fast from 11 o'clock to 7 o'clock in the evening. Basically, I would eat dinner at 5. So I eat dinner at 5, and then I'll have my snack at 6, and then by 7, I'm done. The only thing that I'm doing the rest of the night is drinking my water. That's it. That's the only thing that I'm doing. And so I would make sure that I eat healthy during my fast all day. Okay, so I would make sure that I ate healthy. Just because you're fasting does not mean that you can just eat whatever you want. You still have to eat healthy. So the second thing that I did was I cut out any type of foods that cause bloating issues. Alcohol, beef, dairy. Now, I don't drink, but this is just if you drink. So alcohol, beef, dairy, soda, pork, all of that stuff is bad for your body. But not only that, it sticks. It takes a while to digest, especially the beef and the pork. And the alcohol turns into sugar. So that's where you get in all your bloating issues and stuff like that. So another thing that I would do is I would drink water. So this was my best friend. I don't even have time to even worry about drinking juice or anything like that, because I'm telling you, when you drink water all day, y'all, you're going to get so full and satisfied. You'll be fine. You won't even think about it because you got until 9 o'clock to drink. And so what I'll do is I'll put cucumber and lemon in there, and that will help me. So the first thing that I would do is when I would wake up, I would get me a cup of warm water. And so I would just get like a coffee mug, and I would get a cup of warm water and a slice of lemon. So that's the first thing that I would do. And that helps kind of wake up all your organs and stuff like that. So that's the first thing that I would do when I wake up. Then I would get me a cup of green tea. I'll probably wait like a few minutes. I'll make my cup of green tea, get dressed or kind of do whatever I'm doing. And I would get a cup of green tea with nothing in it. Here's the thing. When I was doing fasting years ago, I was doing it wrong. Now you cannot have, so before I would put like, okay, 2 drizzle of honey in it, just for some type of sweetness, or 2 Splenda packets. You cannot do that. Even if you have coffee, you cannot have creamer or sugar, anything like that. It has to be black or it'll break your fast. So what I do is I'll have my green tea with nothing in it. You know, when you start changing the way you eat and think, you know, you won't think too deep into it. Like at first I was like, oh, it's just nasty. But after a while, you know, your body, your taste buds will change. And I would journal. So I have this book here called the 5-Minute Gratitude Journal. I would do that in the morning because, again, it's not a diet. It's a lifestyle change. So I would do my little 5-minute journal that will help get my mind right for the day. And then I would do my 5-minute daily prayer journal. So I would do this, and then I'll do my 5-minute, and then I would take 5 minutes to pray. Then I will go for my walk. And so you want to get you an Apple Watch, a Fitbit, you know, whatever you have that can help keep track on your, you know, something on your phone. But I would use my Apple Watch, and then I would set my start walking timer. And at first I only was walking for 1 mile. And it was a struggle. My first month was a struggle. And let me tell you, the first 3 weeks into this journey will be the hardest. It's going to be the hardest, but it is going to be worth it. When you try on your clothes, when you step on that scale, I promise you it is going to be worth it, because I was so happy. I was so happy that I stuck through it, because 3 weeks in, I wanted to stop. I'm telling you right now, I wanted to stop. And so what I would do is I walked a mile, and I gave myself small challenges. So for the first month, like I said, I walked 1 mile, and then the next month I upped it up to 4 miles. What I would do was, so at first, for the first month, I would walk the 1 mile, and then I would do a 30-minute at-home workout video. So you want to change it up a little bit. So maybe Monday you do upper body, Tuesday you do lower body, Wednesday you do glutes, Thursday you go back to upper. So you just want to rotate it. You can implement Pilates. They have that on YouTube. Yoga videos. Anything you want, you can do. Go on Amazon and order you some weights, some dumbbells. That will help tone your body. So I think I just started out with a little 2 pound and 5 pound and an 8 pound. I don't even think I have 10 pounds, but now I am up to that now that I go to my gym in my neighborhood. And so I did that for the first month, and I saw results. And listen, it works. It works, y'all. Walking works. My goal was 10,000 steps a day for the first month, and I stuck to it. And the next month I said, okay, I'm going to up it up, because after we went on our mountain challenge and I realized that I could do it, the second month was 4 miles. And so what I did was I would walk 2 miles to my gym. because it's 2 miles to get to my gym. I would work out, do my strength training for 30 to 40 minutes, and then I would walk 2 miles back home, and I was done. Sometimes in the evening time, I would go on a bike ride with my kids. I stayed busy. I stayed active throughout the day. You have to. It's okay to rest for a little bit, but try to keep moving. So what I would do is I would, wash dishes or clean up some more. It's always something to do in my house. And so that's what I would do. My goal was to constantly stay active because I noticed that I really wasn't as active as I thought I was. Then I worked out every day. Okay? I worked out Monday through Friday. As far as my strength training, I did it because if you just walk, now you can lose weight by just walking, but you will not get toned. So that's the issue. So you have to do some type of strength training, guys. Find you a class. Cycling is good, stuff in that nature. Find you a class or whatever the case may be. Baby steps. Sometimes I could only do it for 10 minutes, and that's okay. It's the first step. It's fine. You'll work yourself to give yourself some grace. You'll work your way to the 30 minutes. Don't worry about it. Don't stress about that. But I walked every day. Now, in the beginning, I knew that I had to walk every day because I didn't have the willpower yet. I knew that I wasn't strong enough in my mind yet. So I had to walk every day. And because like I said, I'll start doing it and I'll stop. I'll start and I'll stop. So for me to make sure that I stuck with it, I had to walk every day. So what I did was the only rest day that I had was Sunday. And sometimes Sundays I was walking. It may not have been the 4 miles, but it was at least 2 miles. And I did that until I knew that I had the willpower. I knew that I had a strong mindset. I knew that I was disciplined. And discipline is everything. If you're not disciplined, then you won't be able to stick with it. You have to discipline and train yourself that you can do it. And so I think if you give yourself at least 30 days to stay disciplined and focused, then it'll change your life forever. And so I knew that I had to do that. I couldn't have cheat days. I couldn't have that at first because I wasn't disciplined enough. And so what I would do is I would have a cheat meal. Some people can have a cheat day. I couldn't have a cheat day. And my cheat meal was either on Saturday or Sunday. That's it. The rest was, it's game time. It was eating right and working out. That's it. Find out what you love and then incorporate that into your lifestyle change. I love salmon. I love sweet potatoes. I love noodles. I love all that stuff. But I had to cut the noodles and stuff out because it was causing bloating. That stuff was too high in carbs, and I'm not disciplined enough to portion it. That's what I'm saying. You have to know yourself. I know me. So for me, I had to cut that stuff out, but I love salmon, so I pretty much eat salmon all the time, and flounder. I eat flounder a lot. And those things are good in protein. I put myself on a high protein lifestyle change. I don't want to say diet because it's not a diet. Lifestyle change. Because like I told y'all, I love carbs. I barely ate protein. So I put myself on a high protein lifestyle change. So I got high protein snacks. If I was out and I didn't have time to bring my meal prep with me, I would bring my Quest bar. That has 15 grams of protein. I would have yogurt. You can find yogurt. I think one brand is called Ratio. Some of them have 25 grams of protein, and I would put that with some granola. So I would just get like a diabetic brand granola, and I would put just a little handful, not too much. Sprinkle that in there, cut up some strawberries, little drizzle of honey. That was my snack. Bomb too, y'all. Oh my God, I love that so much. And so I would do that. And those were my snacks. If I wanted something like, I would do this kind of bar. It's really healthy. It's dairy free. It's gluten free. And y'all, this flavor is peanut butter chocolate chip, and it tastes like a Snickers. It's bomb. I would do that. I would have a fig bar if I'm craving a snack. I love these almonds. They are so good. And you can have 24 pieces for 180 calories. So I would do that. And I would have smart popcorn. Those are the things that kept me on track. Now I really don't snack that much, to be honest with you, because I drink so much water. I'm always full. I don't even have time to eat it, to be honest with you. But so the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you are portion controlling your foods. So, if it helps, get you a smaller size plate. Get you a food weighing scale. Go on Amazon. I got me a scale that you can weigh your food. I got that. For example, right? If I'm eating dinner, okay, I'm going to have my protein. So my protein is my salmon. My carb. What I may have for carb that day may be quinoa and brown rice. I will do 1/3 cup of that. And then if I wanted some sweet potatoes, I may do 500 grams of the sweet potatoes. So I measure everything. And I would do vegetables, broccoli, asparagus, any type of vegetable you can think of, I had on my plate. I love sauteing mushrooms and onions for the week. So I would do that. And then I would meal prep my food for the week. So I would make sure that on Sundays, I would go grocery shopping and I would get all my vegetables first, my broccoli, whatever you love, you can get. Kale is so good for you. Spinach is sauteing that is so good for you. And so I would get everything. I would plan ahead what I wanted to eat for the week. I would get a whole slab of salmon, season it, meal prep it, cook everything on Sunday, put it in the fridge. I got my dinner every night done. It's no excuses. There's no reason for me to eat out. That's done. And that would serve me from Monday through Saturday. Sunday is where I'll kind of have, like I said, I'll have my cheat meal for dinner, and then breakfast and lunch, I'll have either oatmeal with blueberries and granola and cinnamon, or I'll have a Herbalife protein shake, or I'll have a green smoothie with berries and almond milk, and I'll have a 1 cup of vanilla protein powder from Herbalife. These are the things that you can do that'll help keep you full. So you want to download MyFitnessPal, and I've been using that since 2014. MyFitnessPal helps keep you on track. It helps count your calories. It helps make sure that you're in a caloric deficit, because if you are not in a caloric deficit, you're not going to lose weight. So when I first started out, I was doing about 1,200 to 1,300 calories a day. Right now, I'm at about 1,400 calories a day. And sometimes, to be honest, I don't even hit that, but I make sure that I hit my protein. I always make sure I hit my protein. And sometimes it's hard because now I'm incorporating more whole foods. I'm not eating as much carbs, which carbs is the one that brings on the calories. And so it's kind of hard sometimes to get all of that in. But I want to get back to the walking, because that's like the main exercise that I do. You want to the reason why I do my walking in the morning is because I've learned that when you walk and you exercise in a fasted state, you burn so much. You burn so many calories, you burn so much fat. I'm telling you, the weight is just going to come off. The inches are going to come off. Allow yourself to start out with at least 30 minutes and then up into an hour, hour and a half, whatever you can do. I'm telling you guys, the weight will come off. I'm telling you, it works. I want you guys to first measure and weigh yourself. I want you to do that weekly. Don't do it every day, because your weight fluctuates every day. I've learned, because I've been doing it for 3 months now, if your menstrual is about to come on, do not weigh yourself 3 days beforehand. It's going to go up. It's your hormones. It's everything that's going on. And that's why I'm saying do it once a week. Now, at first, in the beginning, I was kind of weighing myself every day. And the reason why I was doing it is because I wanted to see what foods caused me to go up and down in the weight. So, for example, if the night before, if I felt like I might have put too much seasoning, sodium is going to up your weight. It's going to up that. And so I was like, okay, maybe I seasoned that too much, or maybe I ate too much. So that's why I did it at first in the beginning. But if the scale kind of really dictates your day, then don't do that. It didn't bother me. It just helped me know what to do and what not to do. So it helped keep me on track. So weigh and measure yourself, because in the beginning, I was not measuring myself when I first started. I started 3 weeks in, and that's when I got discouraged, because I felt like I wasn't seeing any results, and I was. So weigh and measure yourself. Allow yourself grace and time. And if you change your mindset and the way you think, I promise you, you will see results.